You know, I might need to be community noted myself because I thought Elon Musk came up with community notes, but no, it was actually first launched under former Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey in 2021 under the name of Birdwatch. The only thing Elon Musk did was that he renamed the feature to community notes. So I think Elon may have helped it make more widespread because I honestly have never seen a single Birdwatch. Hey everyone, Noble Xenon here and welcome back to some more community notes. No, they're not done. Let's get started. So, community notes really just took the day off today, huh? We're trying, man, just give a little more time. Funniest community note of all time, bro. Community notes simply reply, thank you. This shit's so funny. Thank you again. Terry here says, did y'all hear about Vladimir Putin opening the oldest vault to reveal images of biblical figures? They're all black, every single one of them. Where do people come up with this stuff? Readers added context. Putin has not opened the oldest vault or any vault for that matter. His bank vault, maybe. No Russian media or Russian state media has made this claim. This is a TikTok, YouTube, and BitChute conspiracy with no reliable facts or evidence. The Daily Mail puts up an article. Simone Biles flaunts her Birkins, Range Rover, and Texas mansion, but the $25 million Olympic gymnast has given no handouts to her penniless birth mom, who works as a cashier to make ends meet. Community Notes replies, her mom abandoned her. Source, literally you! What is going on at the Daily Mail? The Internet Hall of Fame tweets 65 years for robbing a UPS truck is crazy. And readers added context, that man is going to jail for some things that I can't even mention on YouTube lest I get demonetized. Just know it's a lot worse than robbing a UPS truck. They're literally worshipping a golden calf in the Olympics opening ceremony. Wake the F up, people! You're all just sheeple except that is a bull. But it's gold! Dan says she is 18 years old but has been ovulating since she was 12 and a half. Would you prefer to marry her at this age or at a younger age? What is the ideal age a girl should be at marriage in your opinion? Why would you ask this question and why would you ask it like this? Anyway, let's see the community note. This guy is a registered offender. Yep, there he is. Offense, annoy, or a child under 18 years of age. The bigger question is, why did he get released the same year? Isaac's Army, we got a whole army here, says LeBron James reptilian? LeBron James is not a reptilian, this individual just has bad Wi-Fi. I didn't think I would ever see Best Buy listed as a source for a community note, but here we are. This person's probably gonna say that Best Buy is in on it. Discussing Film says a Skibbity toilet movie and TV franchise is in the works from Michael Bay. Yep, that's 2024 for ya. And Neb replies, you friggin' idiots keep falling for fake Discussing Film accounts, it's embarrassing. Readers added context, this is the real Discussing Film. Now this is peak film right here, and peak Twitter, X, or whatever. Well, that person did not take it too well. They replied with F you guys. Yet they still have the audacity to have good takes in their username. Dylan Dennis tweets, if Jake Paul can knock me out, every single person who likes this will get $50,000. I'll put it in my contract. By the way, his net worth is $2 million. He would only be able to give $50,000 to 40 people. He is known to delete tweets of giveaways once he gets community noted. And let me just add, this is his net worth, so it pretty much includes all of his assets. It's not like he has $2 million in his pocket. F it, least liked reply gets my old gaming PC worth 3.1k. Except you stole this image from a Redditor 2 years ago. He does not own this computer. He was also giving away an old PC 4 months ago. Stop with the fake giveaways. Does anyone here have any idea what these images represent? Once again from creepy.org. From India, Russia, Mexico, Mesopotamia, India again, and Egypt. Readers once again added context. The bottom 3 images have been edited to add the 7 spheres. They do not appear in the original sculptures. Interesting. This next person shows a thumbnail of a Markiplier video that's simply titled, "I'm tired." And they're really like, "He's quitting?" And the community note simply replies, "No." Keeping it simple. I like that. Matt asks, what do you notice about women in China compared to women in the United States? I notice that China women are rewarded $768,000 by their country for gold, and the United States rewards their women athletes $37,500 for winning gold. Except China does not pay its athletes $768,000 for gold medals. Hong Kong, which has its own National Olympic Committee and competes independently of China, offers gold medal winners that much. By the way, this is in US dollars, not Hong Kong dollars. So moving on, Donald Trump Jr. replies to a National Hurricane Center tweet showing the latest satellite imagery of Tropical Storm Beryl, which eventually became Hurricane Beryl. Donald Trump Jr. replies, "Beryl, even our hurricanes are gender non-binary now." Well, readers added context, Beryl is not a non-binary name. It's a name given to females and dated back to the 19th century. Additionally, these tropical cyclone names have been used since 1979, in Beryl's case 1982, and are recycled every 6 years. That is, of course, unless they retire the name, with the last Beryl being used in 2018. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, then why not like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell? Euronews shows the Olympic medal table, except that it combined all of the EU countries into one, making it seem like they're on top of the leaderboard. Except the EU is not a country, therefore this graph cannot be used as a reference for comparison. Here's a document about the EU. I mean, to be fair, they never said the EU was a country, but I could see why people could think this chart is a little misleading. OpenAI tweets our whistleblower policy protects employees' rights to make protected disclosures. We also believe rigorous debate about this technology is important and have made changes to our departure process to remove non-disparagement terms. But the community notes replies, OpenAI's employment, non-disclosure, and other agreements prevented employees from making protected disclosures to federal regulators, according to a complaint filed by OpenAI whistleblowers with SEC. Well, isn't that very interesting, OpenAI? Kaspersky tweets, "You wouldn't see this with any of our products, just saying," showing the Windows blue screen of death with that infamous sad face. I really hate it when that happens. But the community notes goes on to correct, all computer programs can have bugs, including Kaspersky products. Kaspersky products contained multiple bugs, which resulted in blue screen of death in Windows on multiple occasions in 2020 and 2023. You're not gonna make an absolutely flawless product, that's just impossible. And a so-called concerned citizen says, Bill Gates woke up and thought to himself, how can I screw the entire world over today? And he did! Referring to the CrowdStrike outage where a bunch of computers just crashed. Readers added context. A faulty update to cybersecurity software CrowdStrike caused the outage. Although the software runs on Windows, the outage has nothing to do with Microsoft. And now for this next one, someone needs to read a history book. Ben says, why would people hate Spain? They never colonized anyone, unlike the English. Except Spain is one of the largest colonizers in history. Like all of human history. This person needs to go back to history class because clearly they were not paying attention. Not Sammy says a little bit of bleach and vinegar actually helps the flowers live longer. Readers added context. Mixing bleach and vinegar or another acid releases chlorine gas, which is toxic. Please, people, don't do this. Don't! Gen X is aging badly. She's 22. Gen X was born between 1965 and 1980. I mean, this dude probably meant Gen Z. This might just be a typo since X and Z are right next to each other on the keyboard, but this is your reminder to just quickly double check your tweets before you post them. Jay spent the last hour going down the rabbit hole of this autistic black guy on Instagram who thinks he can create leaf tornadoes. Community Notes replies, the video indicates that this individual is in fact summoning leaf wave tornadoes. Where can I learn this power? Christopher Lloyd celebrates his 84th birthday today. Happy birthday! Well, that would be true if they were posting on October 22nd, which they are not. Oh, what a simple, beautiful life. I was made to read books, wear pretty dresses, spend time in nature, and fall wildly in love. And pretend to pick strawberries from trees. Which, no, they don't actually grow on trees. Marjorie Taylor Greene tweets, the average age of the signers of the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 1776 was 44 years old, but more than a dozen were 35 or younger. Thomas Jefferson, 33, John Hancock, 39, James Madison, 25, Alexander Hamilton, 21, James Monroe, 18, Aaron Burr, 20, Paul Revere, 41, and George Washington, 44. Readers added context. James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, James Monroe, Aaron Burr, Paul Revere, and George Washington were not signers of the Declaration of Independence. Also, you said in your very own tweet that Hancock, Revere, and Washington were over 35. So why did you even include them in this list? No Context Humans says this guy deserves an Oscar for his acting skills. Well, this clip is from Gaming Jaden W's YouTube channel, who expressed their annoyance at his video being reposted without credit. Someone's got to community note this community note saying they're using the wrong form of their source, literally the English language. But we're no context humans! Posting things without context is like our whole thing! The horsemen of 13 plus websites infested with underage users. Fandom, YouTube, Discord, and Scratch, except the age range for Scratch is designed specifically to be for 8 to 16, not just 13 plus, but all people of all ages share and create with Scratch. This next one is an ad that claims to fill and seal your tiles in seconds! Transform your tiles to look fresh and new effortlessly! And hell no, I'm not revealing their name. I don't want to give them any more free advertising. Except, once again, these are just drop shippers, typically sourcing its inventory from platforms like AliExpress. Be aware that there's a risk that products may be counterfeit, unfit for use, and lack legal safety compliance. And not to mention, oftentimes way overpriced compared to the prices on AliExpress. Gotta pay for that marketing somehow. Sam says, Tim Pool isn't even bald, LMAO. Nice lie though. Readers added context, Tim Pool is in fact bald. Space Stuff and Things says this is not what community notes are for, but it's very funny. But this is exactly what community notes, amongst other things, are for, correcting factual errors. Community Notes was going after everyone, sobbing emoji. Community Notes is not actually going after everyone. Community Notes simply provided additional context to help users better understand posts. Doesn't mean the notes aren't being ruthless, though. Warning! Warning! The White House has turned red, white, and blue for the second night in a row! It's happening! All in caps, not a single lowercase letter in sight! The White House is lit up red, white, and blue for the 2024 Olympics. What else do you think it means, buddy? Here we go again with the so-called concerned citizen. Vaccine passports are coming back. This is a matter of constitutional significance. They are signing multi-million-pound contracts for tech companies to develop them. Make no mistake, WEF-sponsored labor will bring these back in at the first available opportunity, just as we've been warning you. Readers added context, this video is from 2021. Characters never get confirmed straight, so stray characters don't exist. Readers added context, numerous straight characters do exist in many media, to list only some examples. Holy shit, it just keeps going. This has to be some kind of record for most links in one community note. Inside Out 2 becomes the first film of 2024 to hit $1 billion at the worldwide box office. It's also the fastest animated film to reach this milestone, a certified hit. They fired half the studio after this. In May 2024, Pixar Animation Studios fired 175 employees, approximately 14% of its workforce. That's nowhere near half. Like, not even close. This next one's titled, Formal Logic Classes Need to Be a Part of School Curriculum, in my opinion. Proof that consciousness doesn't exist, an atom isn't conscious, Adding an atom to something that's not conscious doesn't make it conscious, therefore nothing is conscious. Well, readers say this is a logical fallacy. An example of how this is wrong would be that two wires not making a computer would mean that computers can't exist. Consciousness, which is the awareness of internal and external existence, does exist, as you're likely to be well aware, although perhaps you're overestimating this person's awareness and consciousness. Nicki Minaj tweets, "This is Amsterdam, by the way, where weed is legal," with a little tongue-out emoji. While possession of so-called soft drugs such as cannabis is illegal in the Netherlands, however, under a prosecutorial policy of toleration, not sure why I struggled so much with that, possession of small quantities under 5 grams is not prosecuted. So there you go. And for this next one, pride flag and username, opinion not valid. The user in question doesn't have a pride flag in the username, but the flag of Germany. Also, how would that invalidate someone's opinion? If Kick hired you to stream for $30 an hour up to 12 hours a day, would you take it? Says Kick Streams Live, which is not the official X account of the streaming platform Kick. The account name and profile picture may mislead users into believing this is the official Kick account. They then go on to link the actual account below. Though wouldn't this mean they're basically giving Kick free advertising? Bitcoin World Media says, "OMG, it's real!" Exploding head emoji. Community Note says, "It's not real, this is a scam." Well, all I'm seeing here is an AI generated image of a guy on top of a huge stack of coins. She went to a house party and was mysteriously found dead. Well, when you finally arrive at the end of the thread, you'll find that it's merely an undisclosed ad for OF of all things. These advertising methods are getting ridiculous. Like, it's really getting out of control. My Euro summer vibe. It's no phone summer. Let's see, we've got an iPod, a camera, and of course, to complete the no phone summer, a phone! Yes, the object on the left is in fact a phone. I mean, they probably meant no smartphone summer, but because we're all so used to calling smartphones just phones, things like this happen. The person who calls themselves the capital of autism says, "The Super Size Me documentary guy who ate McDonald's every day for 30 years just died. We're not gonna say it was the McDonald's, but..." Morgan Spurlock, creator of Super Size Me, was an alcoholic for over 30 years. Alcoholism has been shown to dramatically increase your likelihood of developing cancer. Some Twitter individual calling themselves the former First Lady says, "Why photo like this never trend, thinking emoji?" Perhaps could it be because this is not a photo, but rather an AI-generated image posted by an engagement farming account? Yeah, oftentimes these images just make no sense. Should be pretty obvious why it's not trending. And for this last one, this is why we gotta open the schools. Why? Well, Popbase says Kamala Harris formally becomes the first black woman and first Asian American to lead the ticket of a major political party. And this dude really said, "Ain't she Indian? What do you mean Asian American? India is in Asia, my dude." So, I'd like to thank all of my channel members, especially Amethyst Phoenix, Goodnight Cheems, Catalan Cormendi, My Cock, Hold Up, Nightcrawler, and Vicmeister 1999. If you'd like to join, just click the join button below. Feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell if you enjoyed it, and feel free to comment if you've got something on your mind.